concepts. So one is concatenation and the other one is comprehensions, right? So concatenations are very powerful. We do a lot in the application development. See, when it comes to concatenation, concatenation is just as joining, joining. Got it? But when it comes to concatenation, we use operator. Operator is plus operator we use for concatenation. Okay, and so the concept is called operator overloading. So what is meant by operator overloading? See, as I mentioned, plus is used for concatenation, joining, right? But the plus operator difference behaves differently based on the operands. For example, let's say 10 plus 20, so which is 30. You got it? So which has done arithmetic addition operation. Got it? But if you do the same thing on a string, right? String of let's say India plus string of uh, beautiful, right? So what is the output? What is the result of it? So when you do a plus operation between the two strings, then it will concatenate India and beautiful. Got it? And when you do the same thing on a list, let's say 10, 20, 30, for example, when you're joining a list, let's say 50, 60, for example. So what it does, it basically concatenates, meaning adds the item. So what is the first item list? 10, 20, 30. Got it? Comma, what is the next one? 50 and 60. Did you got it? So this is what happened, 10, 20, 30 and 50, 60. Got it? Yeah. And and one more important thing, when you're doing a plus operation, right, between anything, both operands should be, see, the syntax should be same. So for example, both the side same type should be present. Same type. Did you got it? What does really mean? So the syntax should be this. Other than this, let's say same type. For example, let's say you can do integer plus integer. That is possible. And string plus string possible. Okay, this is possible. Other type. For example, can I do this in plus string? Not possible. You got it? Or string plus list? Not possible. Guys, did you understood the concept now? See, when you're performing a plus operation between any of the data types, right? So only of the same type. If both the operand have same type, then only it will perform the operation. Okay, yeah. But not possible operation is like integer plus string. So what is the error type? Hope we already experienced this actually. What is the error type? 10 plus. Yeah. What is the error type? Perfect. So when I do this, then this is not possible, right? Not possible, and it says type error. Priyanka, you there? You also get it? Is she available? Okay. No, she only asked her for the session, and so that's fine. Yeah. This is about operator overloading. Like now that you understood this plus operation, right? Like Yes, you're not okay. All right. Okay, you understood, right? Okay. Now is it clear? Or mm, no problem. Yeah. All right. So this is all about extremely we use. Okay. So comprehension is something that uh, like preparing some data based on the existing data. For example, so you had a list L1 equal to uh, 10, 20, 30, and 40. And also let me do some operation. Um, some let's say string India. Okay, some another list, for example, 50, 60. Got it. And we had some tuple. Got it. Yeah, guys. So I wantedly made also let me add a set of 5 comma 6 comma 7. Got it. And also had a dictionary 1 colon 20 and 2 colon 30, for example. You got it. Now, so now you will understand how powerful it is. You got it. So let me we have done the similar task. Okay, task is get all integers of a list. Okay, so my expectation is that I need to only get only this data. You got it? I need to get only this. Okay, now you will understand how powerful it is. Let's say integer list int or list integer equal to, it's very simple. So we know loop, right? For item in L1. Okay. Each time, what is the item value become? The first loop, what is the item value? Who can tell me? First time, what is the item value? 10, correct? Okay. So meaning here, we will just print item. See, when I just make item here, for example, right? For each time, it will just loop. It does not perform any conditional check. Simply, it adds to this actually. Understood? Which means you will originally, whatever the original one, since you are not doing any conditional check and you are not doing any addition subtraction to this item, right? Simply that's each time, and which means exactly you will find the same loop, same items. Got it? So let me print it for you. So print, right? So here L1 is L1, got it, and print uh, integer list. Integer list is L underscore list, L underscore int. Got it? So if you execute, you'll come to know. Did you see this? Everything else same, exactly same. What are the items there? Because we didn't perform any operation on even this one or anything else. Okay. So now did you understood? Like to get a exact value, we will just loop it. We will just loop it and store it. Yeah. But imagine now you need to get only integer list. Okay. So this is not integer list. Okay. So this is like a whole list. Let's say all items, for example. The name does not match. Okay. So all items. Okay. Got it. So if I trigger this, You should see all items. Got it? Yeah. And now we don't want all items now. Filter only integers. Got it? Filter only integers now. So how this can be worked out? It's very simple. Integers only, right? Let's say, yeah, no problem. Integer list equal to, logic is same. See, exactly everything else same. To check if to check whether the item is integer or not, how the condition? If now we will put some condition here. If type of perfect, I mean, item double equal to integer. Got it? Now this particular condition filter out all the integers now. Meaning whenever the condition true, then only it adds the item. You got it? So considering this, what will happen? For first loop, what is the value? 10, correct? It checks type of item 10 equal to integer, true. Second time, true. Third time, true. Fourth time, true. And when it comes to fifth time, there is item India string and type of item double equal to string. Let's say string double equal to integer. No, right? When it comes to no, when it says no, then item will be skipped. It will not be added. You got it? And it will go to next item. Next item is what? Next item is list, right? Type of item is list. No, it will not add. Tuple, no, not add. Set, not add. And finally, dictionary, it will not add. Got it? Only it adds 10, 20, 30, and 40. For example, if there is something, let's say after all, you all have a 50, 60, for example, or okay, it confuses you because list has this 70, 80. Now, what will happen? It will not okay until this point, right? But when it reaches the next item at 70, it checks type of 70 double equal to integer. That's true, right? It adds. Yeah, got it? Naveen, Priyanka, Molly, everyone. If I trigger the, yeah, this is very, very important, guys. In real time, we will just like that, if you know this comprehensions, generally other way, right? What they do. So if you don't know this, how this can be worked out, right? Let me show you. Um, Integer list. If you don't know, you are thinking that let's say, hey, this is a crap, I don't want to use it. Then your job is like, I'll show you like how that happens also. Did you see this? So we filter out. If you're not using this, then classic way, right? So what you will be doing? So first of all, you'll be having empty list, right? L1, for example, you know L1 is your list, correct? Okay, let me show you. This is a list. Now you want to get all the integers, right? So you'll have a empty list, integer list equal to, for example, empty. Got it? And for item in L1, got it? And if right, if it integer, then only int of L dot append, right? We are adding. That's what we do, right? Item print this one. Did you see this? See, this is the classic way, and this is what the comprehension way. So the complete lines got reduced, right? First thing, complete lines got reduced completely. So you need to write all the crap code, Even when it comes to me, if someone written a code like this, right? Upfront, I'll reject it. Say that I'll put a comment saying that like, why the hell you're using this? Why the hell you're doing this? Use comprehensions, because comprehensions are powerful, because it is a built-in Python functionalities, right? So let's say doing all these things. Let's say if you look at this, for this is to defining, okay? For defining, uh, let's quickly check the timings also. Okay, let me do one thing. So where I'm doing it? Yeah, this is the one. No, this is the comprehensions, right? Let me do one thing. Let's understand how like how much time it will take for comprehensions on this. Guys, if anyone missing the session, so you're missing very important things. Even in Python, so there are many things, but I'll be teaching most interesting and application related things. Okay. Yeah. So how we can do it? How we can capture timings? You can right. So you can simply perfect. Start time equal to time dot time. Guys, you know what? Uh, like until this calculation only, I'll just end time equal to. Because in Office, if we start implementing this automation things, right? One second. Let's talk about that later. Integer list is this, and time taken seconds, for example. So what is that time? Et minus st. That's it, right? Let's execute this. Did you see this? You got list, and what is the time taken? 0.0 seconds, right? Let's apply the same thing to this as well. In interviews also they'll ask, hey, can you talk about list comprehension, let comprehension, or they'll ask you to write up. Okay, no problem. I'll do one thing. Copy this. Guys, when you don't know the concept, when you let's say like it's good, Priyanka, good that you ask us actually. Otherwise, it will be hectic. You'll be in the same trance that you're not getting the concept. So we were not. I'm not recommending that to stay calm. Yeah. This is the one, and let's print the same way. What the heck is this? Then you'll be thinking something else. Okay. So integer list. Here also integer list only, right? Yeah. Go on trigger this. This is also taken. But if you increase the numbers, if they increase the items, right? So what I'll do is I'll add press. I think we can directly not add because range creates a range object in general. Um, See, currently there are only few items, right? That's where it is taking less time. And we'll do one thing. Let me put L2, not L1. Okay, if it is range is let's say 10,000. You got it? With this you will understand. And instead of now we will use L2 instead of this L2 will put. You got it? But it's a 10,000, like that's a good number. I will remove this. Anything else we have used here? No, right? We're good. I'm telling you, man. Just kidding. It's oh, it's take. Oh, we are printing it, man. Come on, 1 second. We don't want to print. Uh, it is just that time taken is this, right? Good. Let's trigger this one more time. Did you see this? Time taken is 0.0079. This much time. Okay, but when I do the same thing for comprehension, and this is not required. This other example, right? I think that example should be there. But when you watch the video, please take it down to examples. Okay. So this is the one. Got it. So in the same example, what I'll better, I'll do one thing. I'll have a copy of it. No problem. Yeah. So here instead of L, I'll put range of 10,000. Got it. Here I don't want to print everything because 10,000, right? So printing it takes a lot of time. Time taken. Just that time taken. Got it. Yeah. If I trigger this now, did I made it anything? Yeah. Now you can see the difference, right? But yeah, even that those are 10,000 same, like everything else is same. But if you see, there is a very minute difference in the time. So this is with the list comprehension. It taken 0.005. It is 0.007. You got it? So because my processor is almost, I'm having I think 16 GB processor, like so 16 GB RAM. Okay, my RAM is good, and the processing, the computation will be faster. You got it? But when you're using this in the other systems, but still you are able to see, correct? You are able to see the difference. Yeah, and it is just it is just a basic check, right? That's where it is faster. But when there is some competition, let's say now we want to prepare um, a sum also. For example, let's say after all you want to perform sum, right? Let's say um, when you do this, 1 second. So I think that example not applicable here, but that's okay. See, the only catch here is that uh, using comprehensions are powerful, and that is most recommended for the application development time. Okay, we don't prepare to go with a classic way of writing this scrap logic. We got it. So this is what we expect in the real time. And when it comes to real time, we don't keep all the time and all, guys. You got it. So here we put time and all, right. So this is to let you know that, hey, this is how it takes. But in general, we will directly directly write the things. So for example, now in the same example, there is a condition. Now to get only the what we can say, numbers divisible by 2 and, for example, 10. See, in the range, the task is use case, get all the integers which is divisible by 2 and 10. So what is the logic, guys? Everything else is same, correct? Everything else is same. And here condition part, what you have to do? No, right? No, not type, is it? Item modulus double equal 0 and item modulus 10 double equal 0. Guys, did you got it? This is the logic, right? We have already learned. So which means, see, which is divisible by 2 and 3, meaning the item must be divisible by 2, also must be divisible by 10. Both. You got it? Yeah. If I execute this, it does. It does, but it is taken. This time it is very faster. Did you see this? 0.03. Because it is not looping every. It is not. See, it checks. It's not adding. So adding job is not happening. For see, it checks the item. It checks the item. If it is not if the condition is not true, then it is not assigning that value here. So you got it, guys? Did you understood? Yes, no, right? That's why it is. That's why it's right. That's why it is taking less time. Even if you put one more, let's say, and item modulus 15, for example. Now this time 10, sorry, 2, 10, and 15. Okay, in the range of 10,000. Again, this time, it taken a bit more, right? See, sometimes it also depends on the how many applications that you are running. You got it? Now, did you see? So, for example, it is not only depends on this actually. Okay, not only depends on the program, right? Because this is a mission. The whole mission is using the shared resources, right? Like RAM, memory, and all that. So even when I go back here, when I go to the task manager, right, there are so many processes will be running. These are the process running, and it also depends on CPU. Did you see this? The CPU is getting for example 46, right? But when I go and trigger this out, for example, and if you go and check it, the drastically it is increasing, right? It just increased, and because job is done. Did you got it? So that's what when it comes to a real-time environment, right? We used to care about like what how many CPUs we are using, how many core. Let's say we have let's say zero point 0.5. Let's say zero point 0.5 Even when it comes to the when you want to purchase your laptop, what you will ask actually when you go to the uh, no showroom, you will ask like what is the processor? What is the processor? Right. And the processor also, it's very important, right? What processor? It's like a four-core processor, octa-core processor. We will ask about processor also. But as Indian, we don't know anything, so we'll say like what processor. If it is an Intel processor, then you're okay. Other than Intel, so you're not okay. You got it? AMD processor and other things, right? Because we trust Intel a lot than other competitors, right? But generally, it depends on how many core there, how many core processor it is. Based on the core, um, it works. The no, like if the number of cores is more, then the competition will be very faster. Yeah. Did you understood? Yeah. And even interview questions, right? In interview, they'll ask, "Hey, I have a range of this. Can you get me the even numbers and odd numbers?" So again, it's easy. So for example, they'll give any item like this. They may be giving a list, or they may be giving a range, or they'll say like, I have a list of this. 5, 8, and 9, and 10, for example. Now the ask is, can you get the even numbers and odd numbers? Okay. So classic way, it's very bad. So that's where get all the even numbers, right? So how we can get it? Even underscore list, right? Even underscore list equal to how to do it? For you have to loop it per item in list, correct? And what is the condition? If item modulus 2 double equal to 0, then it's even number, right? Once condition satisfied, then add item here. Item. You're done with that job. You got it? And odd list equal to, say, same thing, same everything else same. But instead of, that's it, you're done. You got it? Now one use case. Let me see like how you think. Okay. Get get all the numbers. Okay. So from that list, the task is from the given list, get all even numbers. Get all even numbers. Also, uh, for example, your range is, let's say, L2, for example. L2 equal to range of For example, 1000. Okay, in the range of 1000, what you have to do is you have to get in the given list, get all the even numbers. Okay, get all the even numbers. Also get the numbers which is divisible by 5 and 10, for example. So now see what is the catch here? You need to get, see, from the given list, get all the even numbers. So from 0 to 1000, right? So like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. These all are even numbers, right? So you should get all the even numbers. But when it comes to this, for example, 5, right? See, 5 5 is a odd number, right? And when it comes to other number, let's say which is divisible by 5, next is 10, right? And for example, 15 is odd number. You got it? And 20 is a even number. You got it? And when it comes to see the catch here is very simple. Now there are two jobs actually. You got it? So one job is to get all the even number plus the numbers divisible by 5 and 10. 5 and 10. Did you understood? Which means there are two jobs now. So job one does even number list. See, Eve list. Eve list. You know how to prepare Eve list, is it? So it's just that this is the one, correct? And instead of L, it should be L2. All right, because we are working on this solution. 1 second. So let me comment other one so that it will be easier for you. Got it? And now that you understood Eve list, right? Even list. And what is the next list? Okay, divisible by 5 and 10. You got it? Like this. Guys, did you understood how I am naming the variable? So instead of that, you can put this also makes sense. Got it? Hit item for item in uh, L2. L2. Now if item modulus 5, right? W equal 0, modulus item modulus 10, W equal 0. You got it? So when they want it, you just join it. You got it? The result equal to. So now we understood, right? Like when it comes to joining, what you will be using? You'll be using plus operator, concatenation. Now we understood how we will use both. You know, Makes sense, huh? And if you see, there are even number plus again we had other. There are duplicates now. How? Okay, I'll tell you. See, in the even list, we will get what we will get in the even numbers, correct? And when it comes to 5, the when it comes to the other list, it has what? It has i- i- no even number. See, this particular one, which would get you. See, if it is 5 and 10, so 5 and 10 means what? So it should be if the number is divisible by 10, which means that it's like not 5 or 10, right? It's 5 and 10. You got it? Which also gets only even numbers. Did you got the logic? Which is you got it? That is also even numbers. But once again, let me slightly change the question. Here divisible by 5 or 10. Okay. So here when I make changes, right? So the other one, otherwise, the question does not make any potential value. That's why I slightly changed it. So if I change it now, what happens? In this case, in this case, uh, like we were in trouble. we were trouble. I'll tell you the trouble. Okay, the use case is, so generally blindly we will some people, right, the beginner developers, they directly make even numbers plus this one divisible by 5 and 10. They'll just do a plus and they're done, right? But originally not correct. For example, the first variable has all even numbers. Got it? The first variable has all even numbers, right? But what's the problem? Second second variable has even and odd numbers. Guys, did you understood? Correct. So let me give a sample. So here 02468 dash 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 998. Correct. So skipping one item, just that. And when it comes to this 5 or 10, right? It should be, see, 5 or 10, correct? So it should be 5 and 10, 15. You got it? 20. It's keep moving, guys, until it 990, 985, right? Perfect, right? Okay. So now if you see, let's say, let me add 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. Now if you see, you had one list with only even numbers, and other list is mixed of numbers, which is divisible by 5 or 10. You got it? So 5, like, see, simply, 5 or 10 means, for example, if you add the numbers divisible by, 5, 10, 15, let's say 25, 30, you got it? Like with number with item ends with 5, for example, item ends with 5 or ends with 0, all are divisible by 5 or 10. Got it? So currently, now we had these two. If I do a concatenation, for example, if I do this plus, what will happen? If you see this one, guys, I'm telling you, that's where you need to think. When you are working on this, you need to understand how we were doing it. We are doing this, right? So what originally it means, which means you are doing, see, until 8 should be fine. Got it? But until 8 fine. And when it comes to 10, if you see, 10 is present in the previous list and it also present in the other list. Yes or no? It is available, right? So like the way, again, if it meets 20, let's say if, 16, 18, and 20, and 20 also duplicated. Did you got it? So 5, anyway, the number which is divisible by ends with 5, no problem. It is a new value to this. But when it comes to 10, 20, and all, right, these all are existing values already in the previous list. You got it? So when it comes to real name, we will not encourage to keep all the duplicate items. What is the meaning of having duplicate items? If already one item is available, we should not do this. We should not add duplicate items to the other list. You got it? So what we do is, see here, for now, if I slightly change this condition, so here this is okay. This is okay, right? If I change, this is one condition, right? Uh, since the list is already prepared, you got it? Since the list is already prepared here, and no meaning, since the list is already, even list is prepared, Now what I'll do, I'll check. This is the first condition. Okay, condition is one, and I'll put one more condition. Say denote this, and when I put this is okay. But yeah, let me give a simple one to understand first, and then we will dive into there. Okay. Now final list. Let's say final one, final list equal to. So what you will be doing? You will be adding up. See, item for item. This is the best way. For item in. See, for item in. For item in even, or sorry, for item in division. Let me think of it. We had to do a two times for item in this and for item in hmm, instead of this. I think let me do. I think no, we can use. But set what happened? No, it mix up everything. It changed the order, so that's not recommended. Here, I think in the condition itself, let's say item modulus phi w equal to 0. Fine. These two conditions, right? It would get me the and if item not in, if the item is not in, something like this we should write once again. Yeah. So in this in this case, what will happen? Let us uh, in this case, it would get me all the numbers divided by 5 and 10. That's fine. And if the item is not in given list, what happened in this case? So also we had an and condition, right? So this become, yeah, let's try this quickly. That's okay. So if I make this would no, in this way we are directly filtering out dy 5 and 10. So we only get this, like the original whatever we will be getting, we got only this, right? Hmm. Because if I and item not in, if item in, if no, we also need to prepare both, right? So in this case we get only this. Okay. um I think we can do this way around once again. Result equal to, okay, so result equal to, so we should look through the first one for item in even list. This way we will get everything of even. You got it? And we need to skip the even numbers. We need to skip the even numbers in the div, right? If item, if item not in, if item not in, if item not in div 5 or 10, for example, if item is not available, then only add it. Got it? Let's try this. This should work. If it is not available, then only, see, the condition here is simple. If item is not in the this particular list, then only add it. For example, let's say think of this. For example, 10, right? When it comes to 10, so 10 not in this, but 10 is available, is it? So if 10 is not available, we should skip. Let's try this, guys, quickly. it skipped all the even all the other numbers also, correct? Like divisible by 5 and 10. It skipped the numbers which 5. Right. That okay. Once again, guys, let us also take some. Where did we missed? No, in order to see, there is one more go to make it. Instead of doing all the gymnastic, right? We need items within other way around. Okay, instead of doing this, so here as Naveen informed, right? So we can go with set. But if you see, like once again, this way. So the catch is, so he's like or equal to less. So this is what the actual case, right? But here, what is the problem? The or has all the duplicate also, correct? Did you see? Like it has the even numbers, also the number divisible by 5 and 10. But what is the catch? Did you see it? See, this is the even list, and after that you had this. You had you had numbers. Did you see? You had numbers like this, correct? Uh, Duplicate values. So how this can be taken out? So first thing, since it has duplicates, we can directly go with a set first thing, and we don't want the data in other way around, right? Yeah. So if I do a set, for example, what will happen? That will be removed out, correct? Did you see? Duplicates got removed. See, we should even numbers also this one. And if you see the even the numbers, right? The numbers are stored in order, isn't it? This is really strange. you know Set will not get the items, but in the recent times, dictionary, for example, when it comes to dictionary, previously it is in unordered dictionary, like items will be printed in order, but recently they made it order. Okay, so here also if you see, eh, all item got stored in order, right? In one go, not doing any gymnastic, we directly got the thing, correct? But what is the other catch? So this would not sometimes, right? Since it is set, right? So it is another collection. If you do anywhere around, maybe maybe now we got it. Maybe I'm using, what is the version? I'm using 3.12, 3.12, right? And in the next version, maybe they may change. Like the based on the versions also, functionality, there might be some bugs. You got it, guys? There might be bugs in that. But what we have to do is, we we should change it back to list. Got it? What I mean? If I execute this, now this not, see, we just changed to list. But when you want to do when you want to do a proper order, right? We should use sort, list dot sort. Guys, did you understood? So list dot sort. So when you're doing sort, right? It does the operation, but we should not what we can say. I'll show you how effectively you should do this. So here, let's say R is the list, right? Cool. And print R already there. Okay. If you do this, you got the output. And sometimes you want to do whatever the order it is. Let's say currently it is in ascending order, right? The number starts with 0, 2, 4, 5. Got it? But you might need other way around. So currently it is already in sort, but generally, like what we do is R equal to R dot sort. This is how we do. So this is what the actual this is how we should it's supposed to be doing. Here you no need to store actually, because R dot sort itself, it does sort. And when you do this, you will see the output now. But when it comes to here, now if you want to print the items in the descending order, right? So there is something called reversed or reversed. You should, if you set this flag to true, right? This will print in reverse order. Did you see this? The items are printed in the reverse, like descending order based on this flag. By default, this flag is this function, right? By default, it has false. That's why we were seeing in as ascending order. See, when it comes to functions, right? That's where I stopped, teaching all the methods now, because in functions we know, right, default arguments. So by defaultly it has a false value. Yeah, makes sense, huh? So how it's supposed to be like this? So originally, when you're working on this problem statement, right, you should do these steps. You have to convert it to set, and then back to list. Once it is list, like now R is the list. R dot there is a method called a sort method in the list. Okay, R dot sort equal to reverse. R dot sort means it sorts the list, and if it is a false, right? If the reverse is false, then it by default it prints it in the ascending order. Yeah, makes sense. But anyway, we will have a session on this. Don't worry. Currently, see today, I plan to have a session on the methods. The same sort method, append method, and other things. Right? There are many interesting methods we use in the real time. So there is a plan actually for today. Since we almost got done with the functions, right? So now we should dive into the methods and understand, because methods are very powerful. That's where, see, when it comes to like list dot sort, that's it, it does the job. Like I'll give you another example. Let's say L equal to, for example, 0 1 2, something like this. See, in C programming, if you want to sort this, you need to write a merge sort, bubble sort, right? There are many things are there, correct? But in Python, no. If you want to sort it, just L dot sort, that's it, you're done. Got it? If you just print it, that's it, your list is sorted already. You don't need to you don't need to do any operation. That's the power of Python, guys. Let's try this. If I execute this, that's the whole output. Did you see this? Just one liner, guys. Just sort, that's it. So tomorrow session is very important. So I think I might take 1.5 hour most like, right? So at least we will cover two data types methods. Yeah. So please make sure finish all the handouts, guys. These things based on the current session. You also try your own stunts. Okay. So based on your understanding, right? Try your own stunts. That's very important.